Okay? Hi, this is Bill, and this is the Harmony Project, part 5 or 6, I can't remember. But anyway, I was successfully able to remove the neck from the body, thanks to you, John, with your idea of using a pressure cooker. It was hard work, but I got it apart. Now, what I did was I cleaned it down, and what I did was I manufactured, made a little homemade, this is just a paint stirring rod, and what I did was I sanded down the edges so that they're sharp on the end, and I used a little glue adhesive, and I stuck a piece of sandpaper on there. And now this allows me to tuck this, get down here into these sharp angles like that, and also inside the mortise of the dovetail joint, and clean that out. And I got all the glue cleaned out. The problem is that once I removed all the gunk and glue and everything, the neck came down below the surface of the guitar, and it was sloppy. I mean, we had this direction going, and we had this direction going. It was going like this, and it was going like this, and that's not good. So, there was no more. I mean, I have to add material, not remove material. And so I thought about this, and I thought, geez, well, what am I going to do here? I played around with some shims. The problem is do I shim down below or shim up above? And as I was monkeying around with it, I realized that I really needed to put the shims down below to get the right angle. And so what I did was I temporarily glued a couple of pieces of wood right here and right here near the bottom end of the tenon. And so now what I can do is I can drop this in, and it doesn't go in all the way, and I'm going to start sanding. But these aren't only temporary. These are going to act like benchmarks. I need to build this up, and also this. And I'm not going to do it with slight shims. What I'm going to use is good old-fashioned Bondo. Now, I'm going to experiment with two different kinds of Bondo. This is the glazing putty, and I'll just use a piece of wood here like this, and I'll experiment with that first. Because what I need to do is I need to build up not only the tenon, but I also need to build up the face. This face is no longer straight. Okay, you can see there's that there's a little bit of rockage action going on there. I need to build this face up, and I'm going to do it with Bondo, and then I'm going to re-sand it smooth. All right, so that when this dovetail joint goes back together, it's going to be flush with the body, and it's going to be tight, and the angle is going to be set just right. So I have my work cut out for me. I have to build up this joint, build up the inside. I've got more sanding to do. Before I add on any material, I have to determine what's better, either Bondo glazing spot putty, which is a one-part glue or filler, and the old traditional Bondo, which is really an epoxy compound, works very good. It's a two-part. There's a part A and a part B, and you mix it together, and it gets very hard, and it's great on metal and wood. And so I'm going to experiment with these two first on another piece of wood, and when I get all done, I'm going to have a brand new joint. It's going to be built up, re-sanded, refitted perfectly. It's going to be tight. It's going to be flush to the guitar. It's going to have the perfect angle, and that's where we go from here. So I want to thank my granddaughter Katerina for helping me make this video, and talk to you later. Have fun. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.